How's it going, everyone? It is Prashan here, and with the new patch, we have new leaks. Hopefully, you guys didn't see all this stuff already. It's been a few days. I'm behind, I know, but it's new for me. So some of this stuff I haven't really gotten the chance to look at. So we're looking at this together. Hopefully, or if not, you can tell me down in the comments what I missed, what do I have wrong, and let's go right into it. We have the new Captain America movie coming out soon, next month, right? So of course, it's going to be a Captain America themed season, and then we have this here. I think this is like the Avengers a million BC or whatever, which I think is pretty cool. This is pretty awesome. It's deep cut stuff if you're into that kind of stuff. And then look at prehistoric Avengers. Yeah, prehistoric Avengers, March 2025, and you have Agamotto. Agamotto is going to be the season pass card, which is pretty cool. At the start of the game, shuffle card token count spells into your deck, which I think is pretty awesome. So we have Cobra. I think Cobra was already data mined for February. Switch enemy card that didn't start in your opponent's deck to your side, which I think is pretty cool. We have Isan. Legendary. At the start of the game, if all of your cards have different powers, give them +2 power, which I would assume that should be all the time, right? But I don't know. I think this, I want to say like Surf or Thanos. I think this would be cool in the Thanos deck. You put Isan instead of like the Gore stuff. You put Isan with Thanos, you take Gore out, you put Isan in, and I think that Thanos deck is OP, which I think is pretty cool. We got Fire Hair. You can move this once. When this moves, revive one of your destroyed cards here, which is pretty interesting. I think this could go well with Phoenix Force. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not Phoenix Force, but I don't know. It's a pretty cool card. Then we have Khonshu, which is pretty cool. Red Wing, I think there's a lot of controversy with Red Wing. I did hear about the change on Twitter. The first time this moves, add a card from your hand to the old location. I don't think that's that bad. To be honest, I think the previous was return one of your other 1-cost cards here to your hand, give it +2 power. So this was a bounce card, and it's no longer a bounce card. It's a bounce card, and it becomes a move card, which sort of hurts. It hurts my soul a little bit. And then we have Starbrand. At the start of the game, +2 power for each card in your deck with 10 or more power. So this is definitely a card you want to put in Surtur. And it's interesting, too. You have 2 cards where basically, start of the game, it doesn't matter if you play them or not. They did something to your deck, which is very interesting. And then we have Fenfel. When you discard this, put it back, waxing. Get +1 energy next turn. Like, I think waxing, there might be like waxing and waning, like the moon. I don't know if it'll like go well with like Khonshu. Maybe Khonshu will have waxing and waning because the phases of moons. I'm not sure. Then we have Ghost, the First Rider, which is pretty interesting too. Ghost, the First Rider. Not to be confused with Ghost Rider. He's not the last rider, is he? And then with Agamotto, I guess you have all these different spells. We have Winds of Watum, the Icy Trindles of, I can't even say that, Catathlon, the Images of Icon, the Bolts of Baltac, the Flames of Flatline. And then you have Khonshu's Waxing, Khonshu Full. So it has to be Phases of the Moon. So when this card is destroyed, 10% chance to Hulk out, which I think is weird. And when this card is destroyed, 10%. This can't be right. I don't think this is right. I think this would eventually change to something else. They're trolling with this. Because Bruce Banner was a horrible card, and for them to drop another Hulk out type of thing, I think would be bad. And then you have Agamotto, was a 0/0. And now he's a 612, which I think is pretty cool. And then Agatha Harkness, there's some text changes at the start of the game to game start, which is pretty interesting because I think we have a lot of cards that do things too, right? So maybe they're changing the way everything's worded because things are going to do different things. And then from Cobra, he's an activate. It's now activate. And then at the start of the game is going away. It's game start. And Emperor Hulkling, I wish they would change him to a 5/10 or something. I think this would be OP for a 5/10. And then we have Isan, all the cards we talked about. Game start again. So instead of at the start of the game, we have game start. And of course, Red Wing, and then Thanos, game start, game start. So some text changes. So I'm guessing some things on the horizon are going to happen where it's game start. Then we have some new locations. I have no clue what this is. What is it? The Smithsonian Museum. Your cards here have +1 power for each ongoing among them, which I think is pretty cool. Especially since we have like Moonstone and all that. If this is the hot location, everyone's going to be playing ongoing. And then we have Madripoor. Each other turn, give the highest cost card here +2 power. You can move cards from this location? I'm confused. Is this like the first location to have 2 powers? 2 things going on? Wait, did I skip through? I think I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. Let's go back. That's interesting. I don't know. I think it has to be one or the other, right? You can move cards from this location. I don't know. Interesting. And then we have a new game mode, Location War. It's hard to tell exactly what there is. Code text. But it's looking like a version will launch with a Doctor-themed version called Sanctum Showdown. There are 15 turns. And every turn, a location is selected to be contested. Score. I don't know. This might be interesting. Maybe Sanctum Showdown. We asked for new game modes, and we got one. So hopefully this is fun. And then we have spotlights. I wonder if there's anything new in the spotlights. So, of course, we have Moonstone. We have Bullseye next week. And then Ares. Red Wing, Makari, Thaddeus, Thunderbolt, Ross. So nothing really changed, right, with the spotlights from before? So we have Isan, Beta Ray Bill, Wiccan. We have Starbrand, Scar, Fastos, Starbrand. Ooh, this variant's freaking awesome. But are they trying to get you to play Fastos with, like, Starbrand? Because does he do +2? Like, imagine if you have a few cards in your hand or in your deck that are +8 and they get a +2 and you play those with Surtur. It's pretty scary. A lot of copium, but pretty scary. So you have Firehair, Cassandra Nova. Is this the second time Cassandra Nova has been in the spotlights? Which is pretty good. So if you missed out on Cassandra Nova, now is your chance. Wow. This is the best Cersei variant. I'm saying this now. This is the best Cersei variant. And Scorn. This is up there in Scorns. I think everyone said the recent Scorn variant was the best, but I think this one's up there. And then do we have new albums? Wow. I don't think any of these cards are in the game yet. So this is going to be an expensive album. So this is going to be March 11th. And then we have Negative Space, Positive Vibes, which I think is pretty cool. I have the Magneto cover. I actually like Negative Space covers, to be honest. I have the Magneto cover. I think that's the only one I have out of this bunch. Look at that Black Panther. That Black Panther negative space is ridiculous. Then we have new Conquest variant. We have Debris, new Ultimate, Black Widow. I wonder how many people buy these Ultimate variants. New Super Premium? This Moon Knight's ridiculous. I think that's it. I've seen that. I'm pretty sure this is Alex Horley. And then a bunch of new variants. A new Airship. That's pretty cool. That Artem Zola is pretty cool. We'll probably speed through this. Black Widow? What? Is a freaking... Is that Sauron Black Widow? What is going on there? Cable, Cannonball, Captain America. So they're doing something with dinos. I guess prehistoric stuff. Prehistoric season. Copycat. New Copycat. Ooh, this Colossus is sick. New Cerebro. Ooh, Cosmos. It's pretty cool. New Gladiator. Heimdall. Is this like a prehistoric Heimdall? That's crazy. Miss Invisible Woman is a Triceratops. Iron Man. Holy crap. That's pretty funny. Then we got the negative space stuff. New Sage. This Sage is sick. A lot of cool stuff. This Star Brand, I really like the art on that one. The Thing. Let's go. Look at that. So a bunch of new variants, a bunch of new bundles. We won't go into the bundles. A new Wiccan. I don't know about the Wiccan variants though. They don't. I don't know. We got Scarlet Witch. Is that like a prehistoric Scarlet Witch too? That Scream is crazy. It's like realistic. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. Just looking through what's coming to Marvel Snap. Are you guys excited or are you guys not? Do you think it's lackluster? Are you mad about the Red Wing change? Like I don't know. I'm glad they're still pushing forward. I'm glad that they're using characters that aren't in the norm, because of course Marvel, they can use characters forever and ever and ever. Like you could even, I don't know, you could go Ultimate Universe. You could go the Maker. I recently did a Maker video. There's so many characters, there's so many variants where this game could go forever. It just depends on how they treat the community and the fan base and the player base. Right? Same thing with Marvel Rivals. They could go on forever. There's so many characters that you could use. So in the comments, let me know what you think. Are you excited? Not excited? Till next time, be safe. Keep on snapping and peace.
Snap.